no, Bowser has been ravaged by an aid request. You know what? I'm gonna help Bowser out here. After all of the princesses of the Mario Kingdom do seem to have a sort of element of Stockholm syndrome with Bowser, don't it? It's probably best. More flowers going down. Lovely. We will put them everywhere we can, making these tiles delightful. I have to say, the extra gold income, that is also very welcome. Well, this will help get the city-states back. It's Kilwa. 3 envoys when built. Delicious, tasty envoys. Mwahaha. I imagine they look like a little bit like toads running around, just sort of making friends with people. Anyway, we can finally get our city-states back in order. Actually, I was going to get Valletta on side as well, because I feel like that'll be handy. Oh, Taruga's been properly taken though. Right, fine. Let's take this first. It's a nice amount of extra science, that one. Let's take that. I have to build up some more envoys, but there we go. We've got the luxury. I don't know what luxury Taruga has. What is it? Sugar? It's sugar. I don't have it. So it's very, very handy. How many turns? 2 turns until the next era. Oh, looking forward to seeing it. The flowers come in different colors as well. There's different art textures. Oh, I love it. It's wonderful. It's amazing. Oh, my biggest city is not my capital. I don't know how that happened, but it has happened. I've got no food. Oh, I guess I've industrialized it so much there's nothing to grow. Oh dear, whoopsie. 17 appeal on some tiles. That's a lot of appeal. That'll do. So actually, I should probably think about this a little bit more, because those flower gardens, if I stick them together, then the appeal in an area gets rather silly and I get huge amounts of tourism. So that in itself is very handy. Like, 14, 11, 16 tourism from a tile. I could alternatively use them to make sure that cities are ecstatic. Now, I don't think I need to do that. Oh, sorry, not ecstatic. What am I talking about? The appeal. I want the appeal to be breathtaking. So I could, like, a bit like you use a sphinx or something like that. Pop it on a tile behind, and then it'll improve the preserves. But I think sticking them together makes more logical sense for the victory conditions. That's what I'm going to go for. Renaissance era. Let's see as my bean poles grow a little bit bigger. Okay, right. Already I can tell there's a lot more culture on the map. There's a lot more wood on the map. Let's have a look down here. Oh, yes. Here we go. These are the full-grown beanstalks taking me up to the sky levels. It's looking lovely. And as you can see, the yields now spread 3 tiles around. Oh, it's wonderful to see. Everyone's in a dark age except from Bowser and Peach. Very good to know. I'm going to be using my faith ideally to get more tourism right now. However, I think monumentality is still the best because I can get builders as I need them. Oh, quick question. Does it work on desert tiles? It certainly does. Desert flowers. Oh yeah. I have my own great writer now. Even better. Up to 210 tourism per turn. So I'm now receiving roughly 1 foreign tourist every turn. Currently, Peach is receiving between 1 and 2 per turn. So we're not winning yet. We need to get this up probably up to about 1,000 to start catching up reliably. And actually, good to know, it did regrow the forest that I'd chopped down. So yeah, in hindsight, and if I were to play this mod again, you can chop all the woods down around the beanstalks and they'd grow back. Oh, that's very handy. More flower sanctuaries. I mean, these tiles are giving me a lot of gold. They're very, very good. I was worried that getting only 3 tiles out of a regular Ford National Park, I'd be, doing myself a disservice and not getting as much tourism as I would normally do, but no, I shouldn't have worried. I think the tiles are just much more potent, so you get a lot more. Uh-oh, that's a big old flood. Oh, there's a lot of broken things there. However, conservation. I think I get more appeal from woods that have never been removed. So, not all woods, but at least some. Do these woods count as second growth? That's the thing. Old growth, old growth. This all counts as old growth. Amazing. So I've just got a huge amount more appeal. Ah, lovely. Totally lovely. Let's get theocracy, because I think a government that gives me a faith discount is going to be very, very handy. Plus, don't forget, I do still have Ingazagamu. So let's quickly get a barracks. Let's quickly... Oh, I don't even have the armory, but does that count as a discount towards Royal Gardener? No. Oh, Ingazagamu doesn't help. Sometimes it does. But I thought maybe it'd been coded as a unique unit. Alas, not to be. Still, worth a cheeky check. That's what they call comedians in the Czech Republic, by the way. Hello, Valletta. You are now my best friend. Actually, one big disadvantage about these flower sanctuaries is you don't get era score every time you put them down like you do national parks. So yeah, they're easy to put down, but the usual glut of era score that I get at this stage of the game may not be as reliable, so something to keep an eye on. Reformed Church, 15% faith discount. Hey, anything that gives me a faith discount is a good thing. I lose Republican No, I'm going to keep Republican Legacy. Invention. Invention is a fun card, but it's not a needed card. Let's get Scripture back in for a little bit of extra faith per turn. We've got James of St. George, who can put some walls up, which is quite handy, especially if barbs are attacking a city. And my capital now can put down a factory, although is the zoo the better thing to do? I might do the zoo just to make sure everyone is ecstatic. Oh, Georgia likes the walls I'm building. You're going to love me eventually. Once you forget all about the grievances, the horrible, horrible grievances that I left upon you, you'll be fine. Plus, here's the zoo in my capital. Delightful. I think when the turn shakes out, there you go, all 14 cities are now ecstatic. Keep on putting the sanctuaries down. All the flower sanctuaries. Making a very pretty empire now. Look at this. All these beautiful flowers. More importantly, all of these beautiful tourism modifiers. My last governor has been popped in place as well, so we've got huge and maximum benefit from the audience chamber. Every city gets 4 housing and 2 amenities. Amenities being, of course, the more important aspect that I'm really thinking I should start settling out now. Like, I've got a nice little kingdom. It looks pretty nice. It's pretty consolidated. I'm thinking of making sure that now we're ecstatic, and just make sure every city is ecstatic. I just noticed that one is suddenly unhappy. Why? Not even sure. That was a deliberate bait, by the way. I was trying to pull these crossbows out because they were sort of stood outside of my city and I couldn't use my skirmishers to level up. So I left a builder there in order to kind of pull them out, and it worked quite nicely. Okay, Peach. Peach says it's -10. I mean, come on. Like, you like peaceful and cultured neighbors. I am peaceful and cultured. Oh, they liked an embassy. They liked open borders. +4. Go on. Go on, Peach. Be my friend. I can send trade routes to you and trade with you properly. This was built in my capital, Casa. I built this because I wanted some more governors because I thought I'd actually need the governors to spread around my cities, but I just got all 7. So it's not that it's pointless. It still gets me a little bit of tourism, but it's not exactly the most amazing wonder I could have built. Still, the tourism is good. And actually, I'll get a little bit of extra production and gold from these 2 cities on the right-hand side of my empire. So it's not all bad. Okay, Peach is now smiling at me. That's a good sign. Let's get Curator, and where's the one? Here we go. +1 appeal to all tiles with features like woods and black marketeer. I was like having that somewhere in my empire just in case I need to, produce a crazy amount of very, very resource hungry units at a drop of the hat. Oh, Shy Guy Town all of a sudden being blown to bits by what can only be described as quite an aggressive barbarian army. Dear oh dear oh dear. Okay, well, if you're going to play like that, then Ursa is going to start getting grumpy at you. What would be the best way of giving myself a bit more defense here? Let's go gunpowder to get some muskets like that, and that's a good idea. Oh, this city is really being hit now. All right, let's get that armory done quick so we can get a nice boost. Then gunpowder will do nicely for me. There's my own sculptures. Beautiful. Oh, grants a warrior monk. Man, if you really want to get a good defense in, it's the warrior monks. That's what you want to see. Oh, I'm sieged. There is a very real chance we're going to lose this city, actually. That's not a good thing at all. Let's move you out. Absolutely. Break the siege. 50 strength unit. Well, now we've got a 55 strength musket, which gives 15 combat power to that city. Don't know if that's going to be enough, but we'll keep spawning units in. And I'm also going to just put a settler right there just to really confuse the city. Give it more than one target to attack. Oh, we wait with bated breath. How much has Ursa mucked this up? I just attacked, I defended with such minimal enthusiasm. You know what? I got away with it though. The disorganized tactics of the barbarians very much will save us. Go 1, we're going to go 2, we're going to go 3 like that and get ourselves another musket in. Can make myself a core next turn in the city just to increase the city strength a little bit. Plus, here's a knight coming down as well. So we've got reinforcements. So here's the test. A sanctuary will give 2 science, 2 gold and 2 production to unimproved breathtaking tiles around the preserve. So, does it apply to just the initial tile or does it apply to all of them? Let's find out. As you can see, it applies to neither of them. Sanctuaries don't seem to work. Okay, well, I guess that's probably fair. We've got enough bonuses. Oh, slightly underwhelming, but also kind of reasonable. Oh no, this sanctuary worked. This one worked. Look, okay, it only puts it on the tiles around the city, but it did work. Why is this one not work? Oh, is it for the purposes of the sanctuary? The sanctuary, I think, might get interrupted by my flower gardens. I don't think that's quite right, but never mind. Anyway, the musket gets the kill. Pull the core back in. Here we go. Now the city will become a little stronger. There we go. We have power in the capital that's spreading a lot of production out now. Oh, the beautiful fumes. They work very delightfully alongside my beautiful flower gardens. Up to 630 tourism now. I have to say, you need a lot of faith to play this build. You really, really do. 1,445 faith now. Those gardeners. They're also 850 production if I was going to try and build them outright. Or some of the theming bonuses or the adjacency bonuses I'm getting on my theatre squares are actually really good. Got +9 down here. Ludwig, eat your heart out. So these are my flower sanctuaries at the moment. This is how many I've put down. Not bad, is it? 33 of them. This is quite expensive to put them down, but they make a big difference. Look at this, 18 tourism per turn, 15. I like that it actually does update them properly. A lot of improvements that you can put on tiles like Biosphere, for instance. They never actually allocate the tourists to them properly, which is always a little bit of a problem. Well, I say a problem. It's more just like, I quite like seeing it. It's not a problem at all. More governors. What do we do? Tax collecting. Yay! Why did I jump immediately on that? I'll never know. Oh, Peach has finally decided she likes me. Oh my goodness, I've been trying on that for ages. All right, go on, be my friend, be my friend. Yay! Cultural Alliance, thank you so much. Open borders with Bowser. Oh, yes, I do think that'll benefit both of us. That's how Bowser always sort of seems to, appear in random levels. So at the beginning of every single Mario game, he'll just appear and abduct somebody, and you're like, who patrols the Mushroom Kingdom? Where are your defenses? Every time. Just Bowser just goes, oh, hello, and then appears. And you're like, oh, hi, Bowser. I guess we're getting invaded again today. And he's like, oh, yeah, sorry about that. Just doing my job. Oh, come on. I just fixed all that. Come on. It's like a level in itself. It just keeps flooding repeatedly. It's not a feature. Guess it is a feature. Oh, these sanctuaries are starting to get built now. Oh, yeah, a bit of extra production and science is wonderful. Imagine if the sanctuary spread as well. That would be quite ridiculous. Probably for the best, but it doesn't. But it would be quite funny if it did. If I have city-state stolen one more time, I'm... Ugh. So frustrating. Grievances generates, let's go Georgia, because it would be funny. And I'd love it if we produced things inside preserves quicker. Probably not going to end up winning this. Oh, unless I will end up winning this. Oh my lord, I did. Haha! Oh, we can build sanctuaries at double speed now. That's wonderful. Oh, Portugal just settled as I was about to pop... Oh, so frustrating. My settling this game has been kind of interrupted on several levels. We're going to skip straight through the governments because we're going cultural victory, and I don't want anybody getting a governmental penalty. That's always not very fun to my tourism, so we're going to go straight through. It's all based on the tiers of government. Once the AI gets onto tier 3 and tier 4 governments, if you're a different government from them, you get minus 20% tourism. However, if you are tier 3 yourself, it applies to anybody at tier 2 or above, so you bring a penalty on yourself pretty quick. And then if you go tier 4, it gets to 40%, so it's always worth keeping an eye on those penalties. It takes way more tourism out of the equation than you might think. Oh, Scripture's given me 25 faith, which is good, don't get me wrong, but 52 culture per turn. That's what I want to see. Oh my lord, the barbarians. They're giving me the biggest fight I've had in a while, and it's just a barbarian encampment. I'm not going to sacrifice a unit here. We're going to actually retreat back to my land, but that's a line inventory they've just spawned. Oh, that is a spicy unit indeed. Okay, here is my city number 1, and there is my city number 2. Ninja Village and Sniffit Valley. I really hope these are all levels. It's Sniffit Valley. Oh no, what's going on in this game? Professional sports. Okay, this means that from this point onwards, we will forever be happy. Capital. Here is a stadium. Huzzah! That's 3 amenities for all of the cities in range of that city. And just to, double it up as well, there's an aquarium. Okay, basically, now we settle, and settle again. Ah, yes, there we go. Trade route to Bowser. Anything that gives us more tourism, we will take it. I'm getting 920 with Peach, 1,100 with Portugal. Oh, I'm also getting a domestic tourist every turn, which is pretty good. I'm earning about 4 per turn, and Peach is earning 2. So, yeah, it says I'm catching her quick. I don't know if that's necessarily true, but at least we're going in the right direction now. City number 17, I believe. New Wart City. Ooh, that's a fun name. Just like, here's a preserve. Build it. I'm sure it'll be fine. Oh, that's brutal. That Recon was about 3 experience off being promoted. It was a core. It was, and it just got 1 hit by a line inventory. About to name it and everything. Never name it. Never get attached. Starting to really pick up tourists now. Excellent stuff. You've got to get 1,200 with each person to get a tourist. I've got that pretty much with everyone. So 5 tourists per turn. Peach is earning 1 because they've got 2 and I'm stealing one of them. So gaining 4 on them every turn, which is why 17 times 4 was about 68, which is kind of roughly what the turn timer is. So yeah, that's how it works it out. I mean, it's a very, very vague mathematical equation, that one, but you just say, yeah, sure, why not? Trade with Georgia, more tourism, huzzah! I forgot about the aid request, but I felt bad about giving this absolute tyrant gold, so I decided not to. As much as I love seeing the color scheme, I wish mods wouldn't use black and red or black and anything in the color scheme of civs. It's really difficult sometimes to tell just who is a city-state and who isn't. Like, that's Ngazagamu, that's Bowser. Or Koopa Kingdom, I should say. Yes, not bad. He rules a kingdom. These barbs are unrelenting. Oh my lord, they're appearing at such a ridiculous rate. Even my cores of very powerful units are unable to actually do anything here. It's mad. Still building giant beanstalks, bro. Look at this. Oh, beautiful. And we'll chop this out, and then I'll put another beanstalk down. Oh, it's just the raw culture you get per turn. It's a wonderful thing. I'm really hoping we can actually push into the industrial era. And I can see all my buildings grow for the last time. Oh, actually, the Barb's got, here you go, 10 turns. We can last that. Barb's got a bit greedy there. If they'd actually focus fired on the inventory, sorry, the line inventory, I should say, I think they probably would have been able to kill the unit, but I might be able to just get an escape here. Somehow I've got no era score. Have I done that? Have you seen my empire? It's glorious. Getting a plane in the sky will absolutely be a fantastic way to doing that. Improving my religion. I haven't actually done that yet. I won't be the first person to do it, but I can do it properly. So let's just do that. We'll get 1, 2, and then a 3rd apostle to launch an inquisition. It's just a fun bunch of era score. I could probably get a bunch of great people thinking about it as well. Yeah, look, you see, they could have easily trapped me there if they'd been focusing on that unit. Alas for them, I am in the modern era, and I have run away. I'm safe. Just making a crossbow army out of nowhere so that my cities have a good ranged attack. There you go. Hopefully that stops a little bit of pillaging, but I'll send a couple of units down that way just to be certain. Yeah, that the south of the map and the barbarians that live in it have been just admirably terrifying. Inquisition. Improve and evangelize, and then evangelize again. 18 cities? Well, with all of those pearly white cities, you better make sure that you can go to the dentist and clean your teeth. And I'm going to get Holy Order as well, just in case I want to buy more apostles. I don't know why I would, but I did. Whoa! Hello! Hello! That, my friends, is an angry, aggressive apostle toad that's trying to spread its religion to me. Ursa disapproves of this. I'm going to kill the toads with some inquisitors. Oh no, it's a debating toad. Oh no, I better get more inquisitors. Let's just swarm. Need some era score? Easy. Find a great person that you have less than half points towards and buy them. Then you get 3 era score. Easy, easy, easy. Bit of a shopping spree here. Ferris wheel, aquarium, and aquatic center all in one go. Glorious. Filippo, he can produce some more wonders for me. Wonders are still available. Do I want any of them? Forbidden City. Ah, yeah, that's one I want. Whoa, what's going on here? Bowser and Georgia have just declared war on me from absolutely nowhere. And a volcano's gone off. I blame Bowser for that one. Oh, Oh, it's in my capital as well. Ouch. Oh, I was going to get a lot of era score from this city. Okay, let's finish the neighborhood and then get the art museum fixed in the factory. But yeah, that's there you go. They're trying desperately to stop my victory. Oh yeah, and look, Macedon's also refusing now to join any alliance with me. The game knows. The game knows that we are imminently winning now, so it's going to do everything it can to stop me. Fine. Well, Georgia's busy losing its capital, so I don't think I've got to worry about them. And Bowser's not actually that close to me, so I think we're okay for now. The best thing I can do is make sure that I've got enough army to actually, you know, defend myself from the barbarians. Barbarians right now are by far the biggest problem for me. Social media. Oh, I like social media. Well, not in real life, but in this game, it's wonderful. It's going to do a bit of a rejig of my government. Monarchic legacy, I like the sound of. Collective activism. And where's the card for more tourism? There it is. Don't worry. Even if we win, I'm going to roll over the age because I really, really want to see what the game looks like once we go through to the next age. Oh, I appear to have taken Tbilisi. Okay, sure. I'll take the city. Thank you so much, Georgia. Has a lot of fun stuff in it. Just hand over your capital, why don't you? It's a sort of damning indictment of how their game has gone, really, isn't it? It really is. Bowser is an oligarchy, but they don't have any walls up. So these are warriors. So I'm gonna just run in and do some pillaging. Why not? After all, they declared war on me, not the other way around. Ooh, another big volcano's gone off. Man, I should have played Bowser. They're immune to those things. It's really cool. Well, that's satisfying. 1, 2, 3, 4 tourism per turn. Hey, I can count. Ignore the burning city and power plant. None of that matters because I have built Forbidden City. Yes, the flames of the burning factories themselves are forbidden in a stunning take of irony. This is a lovely wildcard policy slot for my, empire, whatever it is, city empire thing. I've reached that delightful point of the game where nothing really matters anymore because my brain has melted. The world enters the industrial age. Let's just watch all of my beautiful beanstalk gardens grow. The woods spread throughout my empire. I really wanted to see this. Oh, it looks beautiful already. Look at the colors on the map, especially in the desert. They're so cool. The purples and yellows and reds and blues. Oh, there's going to be a lot of fun thumbnails from this. I can just tell you that already. So you can see in the north, oh, the forests are growing really nicely. Even the ones in the desert are spreading forest on the very edges. And in the south, we've now reached the third tile of growth. Oh, that's really good. All of these chopped forests that I had before, these are all being grown back now. I'm not entirely sure how the appeal is working itself out in this game, to be honest. This tile here is plus 17. How does that work? I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Like, does it count as new old growth forest? Oh, is it just repeatedly putting forests down on the same tile? Is that what's going on? If that's what's happening, that's really weird. Look, I have learned not to complain or question what's happening. That was one of the most delightful games I've played in a long time. Do I think that the particular building, the beanstalk building, is the most balanced thing in the game? I reckon it could be trimmed a little. I reckon if you changed... Well, actually, no, that building in itself is fine. I quite like that. The flower gardens or the flower sanctuaries, those maybe could get toned down a little bit. I reckon if it gave half appeal for the tile, and maybe if it gave one appeal, or sorry, so half tourism for the tile, and then maybe +1 appeal rather than +2, or maybe even that it didn't stack. So you get the +2 from being next to 1, but then it doesn't stack. I mean, I don't think appeal works like that, but still, that is a lot of fun. Buildings constructed. Considering I played such a heavy preserve game, that does surprise me. Cities captured, quite a few. I didn't settle the most. That was Peach, and then followed up by Bowser. Districts though, loads more. That's why the player wins against the AI. I will preach that until the little tiny piglets come home from their Civ 6 dinner. Culture, delicious. Yeah, I took the lead at about turn 100 or so. Science. Bowser was having a good science game. I'm looking forward to playing this set of rules, actually. That Civ looked like a lot of fun. Not quite as powerful, but a lot more sort of involved. Score. Yeah, it's about a turn 100. I took over. Where's the culture? Yeah, no, this culture graph just makes me laugh. Wonders. I like building late game wonders, but when I start to build them, I really start to build them. Religions founded. Good. Good. I was perfect. Look at that. That was Feed the World. Oh. Whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. What's this? What is this? Oh my god. I didn't notice that. How have I gone the entire game without noticing that? Look. Bowser's units are Goombas and Koopas. They've got line inventory hats and muskets. I guess they're rifles more than muskets. I just heard the noise as they attacked my unit. That's terrifying and also wonderful. Oh yeah, we have to come back and play. To whoever made this mod, I officially love you. You're brilliant. And anybody watching this video, you need to go away and play this mod. I'm going to leave the save file and all the mods that I'm using to make this game work on Discord as ever. If you want to go and join over 10,000 people who love Civ, go and have a little gander there. There's a lot of people playing this mod and some crazy games I've seen with people just having a little bit of fun with it. Look at that. Look at that stunning game. It's so pretty. This probably is one of the most fun mods that I have played. I've said fun a lot this series, but I mean it. I'm sorry. It's just one of those things. I'm going to keep saying it. If you enjoyed this series as much as I did, then if you wouldn't mind liking the video and subscribing to the channel, it all helps and it's wonderful. It's the desert flowers and the Petra City. This combined, this was my favorite bit. Look at that. Look at it. Look at it. Yields. Whoa, hang on. Did you see that? The snow just moved on the ski resort. Does that, oh my, I never knew you could do that. Ah! Oh, it's like a snow globe. How have I never noticed that this... Right, I've got to leave now. I'm going mad. But I guess I'd better go and think of another game to play, which I'm going to jump to and you're going to watch right now. So until then, I'll see you all next time and goodbye. And finally, a very special shout out goes to Glorious Petra, Matthew Wilkinson, Paul Coffey, Portland, Scott Stratton, Major King Kong, Davalex, Skeptical Bear, Alex Noob, Cinnamon Beard, Petra Ryan, Matthew Hatch, Rom88, Radiatore, Private Selection, Genoa Salami, Boyzoro, Callum Billy, Garrett Gowan, Polar Beret, El Truant, Creston, RB Hedged, Mushkin Mandletort, Esri Dax, Deeble Time, Shoelace, Burial, I'm Daft, Gooberman, Clint Hennes, Dr. Bobby, Polar Wallabear, Mixomatosis, NTG Golfman, Victor McPupster. Thank you everyone for your support. See you all in the next video. Goodbye!